In her last film, Alia Bhatt made a dialogue delivery saying that मैं तो पैदा ही hot हुई थी. Who better than her mom Soni Razdan, who could clarify it if the dialogue was actually right? You know, was she born hot?
She was born really cute. She was a little golu molu. Yeah.
पैदा गोल हुई थी.
Yeah. Totally goal.
Right. So there's been like a huge transformation, you know, from the time you're born to.
I'm sure everybody goes through a transformation from the time they're born to now. It would be a bit weird if we remain the same way.
And it's gone in a good way, I hope, because Alia Bhatt is, you know, like the Alia Bhatt right now.
There's nothing, yeah, but good, matlab, there have been good, there have been bads, but eventually you have to go through ups and downs. And there'll be more also. I'm talking like I'm 80.
Right, but you know what made you guys come together? I mean, it's completely for the first time that we see this jodi happening, you know, to come on the screen for the very first time. It's never happened before. People have been asking you since your, you know, debut film that, you know, when can we see you with your family? And finally, there you go, you know, I'm there with my mom.
We just have to say thanks to Garnier for this. Yeah. Thank you Garnier Oil and Cream for letting us do this ad together and bringing us together for a product that we can actually endorse and believe in it, because it's a wonderful product. And I've actually used it, so has she. So I'm very excited to be able to launch it.
Right. So while you were doing the ad film, while you were shooting the ad film, what was it like on the sets? Were you like, you know, was it like okay, you know, mommy shouting like, Alia, beta, aise nahi karte, you need to do it that way?
No, there was the director was saying that to us. Okay. There was no, otherwise we were very normal, we were very chilled out. I think both of us are very like easygoing people. I think we believe that, I mean, however, we both can get very stressed, and we're very stressful people also as well. But I think that day on set we were at ease. It was also the atmosphere. You know, whenever I shoot with Garnier, they're always very organized. It's all set out. The timings are right. Everybody's on time. The directors are always very, you know, like kind of like looking for things that you can add, things that you can do. Always want you to be involved. So we were very like conversational. We were talking like how we talk at home.
Okay, so when you made your debut, so was there any time that, you know, probably you went to your mom and, mommy, I'm going to be making my debut, so you know, were you tips or, you know, were you stressed?
Of course I was stressed. So she was on student sets with me throughout. Okay. I mean, Karan also was, I think, a bit nervous because I was 18. So Karan said, you know, Soni, you please come, because I mean, I can't, like, he doesn't know whatever he gets stressed and all. And Karan's still more stressed whenever he has to handle me. Right. But I think that kind of set things out for me. She told me how to behave, you know, like the discipline, the attitude, the punctuality. But these are things that she was kind of feeding into me way before I even got Student of the Year. So that was kind of like my kind of prep. You know, you have to be this kind of person. She'd always give me examples of Amitabh Bachchan, of how he used to, you know, how he used to come before time and sit outside his vanity. Right. So, you know, examples like that were feeded into my head. So then I would always believe that that's the right way to go, if that's been said.
I honestly believe that for an actor, the journey is always personal. There is no outside third person who can come and tell you, do it this way, behave that way. If you do this, then that will happen. It is something, it's a road of discovery that you have to do yourself. That is your own journey. So that's why I don't know whether I told Alia this, but that's why I didn't want to tell her anything more than that. I said, you know, either she's going to take that journey and she's going to discover for herself, or she's not. And if she's not going to discover, then she wasn't meant to be an actor. Yeah. There's nothing that I can do is going to make her a better actor. So let it be. And I think it's better that you step back.
But then I think it's in her genes, you know. Somebody said that, you know, it's right in her genes.
It must be.
Yeah, father is, you know, one of the most renowned filmmakers. Mom is a beautiful actress and also a filmmaker. So
I think creativity runs in my family from long before. My grandfather is an architect. He's also an artist. My grandmother was a ballet dancer, and she's a beautiful singer. That's my Nana Nani. Then my Dada was obviously a filmmaker. My Dadi was an actress also.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Dadi was, I'm just clarifying before I make any mistakes. My Dadi was an actress also. So it runs in the family. So all of us are creative people, like internally. Even my sister, she's internally a creative person. She's a writer. So all of us, I think, were somewhere or the other going to land up in the creative field. By chance, I landed up in this.
And you were born to be an actor. If
I came out on action.
You came out. Oh, that's actually a good thing. Like somebody action. And there comes Alia. All right. So Alia, you're also doing a couple of films, you know, now. And talking about your films, we have Shuddhi. That's again a Karan Johar film. So, you know, is he again going to be taking care of you, you know, the way he did in Student of the Year since?
But that was Karan directing. This is Karan producing. Karan Malhotra is directing Shuddhi. So obviously Johar will always be taking care of me, even if he's not on set. He always has one hand on my head.
Right. And are you looking forward to, you know, pairing up with Varun Dhawan once again? I think it's the third time, right?
Yeah, of course, of course. I mean, it's always going to be a pleasure only to work with Arun. He's only inspires me to be more energetic and more lively and more like passionate.
Right.
So we kind of have that great relationship on set, so it's fun.
Right. So Soni ma'am, you know, there's a Varun Dhawan, there's an Arjun Kapoor, and there is a Siddharth Malhotra. So, you know, out of the three, who do you like to see Alia paired with on the screen?
They're all wonderful boys, you know. What a lucky girl she is that she gets such wonderful co-stars. I mean, each of them is super. I love them all. They're beautiful boys.
So there's no particular favorite?
No, why should they be?
What about
Why should they
Randeep
be?
and Shahid?
Yeah,
there's
Randeep,
Randeep and
Shahid.
Shahid, yes. Two films with Shahid.
Lovely, all of them are great actors, lovely actors. I love them all.
Right. Also, you know, the kind of films that she has done, you know, they're pretty much considered to be on the artsy side. What about you? You've done Highway. Do you think that's probably, you know, pretty much a game changer for you in your whole film career? Or, you know, when we talk about a women-centric film or a women-oriented film, that is what is working, you know, after the release of The Dirty Picture.
I think Highway, of course, gave a lot to me in terms of difference from my first film, because my second film and my first film were two very different films. But it's not like I'm never going to do films like Highway again. I think Udta Punjab is definitely on that line only. It's a very, very different film from myself, and it's like a big step away. So I want to keep doing films like that, but not for the sake of doing it, when I really, really believe in it. And for me, artsy is nothing. For me, a commercial picture is a picture that the audience loves. Right. So even for me, a Piku would be a commercial picture, because commercially it's done, you know, it's made the money. A Tanu as Manu also be a commercial picture. Highway also, if it's made money, it'll be a commercial picture. For me, the people coming is commercial.
Right.
The kind of film does not matter. It's the people coming and watching and just giving a go-ahead to the film.
Right. And do you think that it's time now that, you know, the women-centric films or the women-oriented films are actually dominating the...
You see, I think it's not about it's like a bad women-centric film may not do well. It's about the fact that good films are coming, and they happen to have great characters for women. So I think the people are believing more in making films believing, okay, fine, this film can do well. There's no fear anymore to just take a woman and make a film. So I think the fear has kind of gone, because right now the audience has become very picky, they've become very choosy, so you want to give them variety. So I think it's great. I mean, it's great for us.
Soni ma'am, if you could have your view on the same as well.
Women-centric films?
Yes.
Well, I think women-centric films have always been around. I mean, for example, my husband made one of the best in the film Art that he made, and Zakham, one of the most beautiful films, which is like a tribute to his mother in a way. Just to give you a very example close to home, I think what's wonderful now is that films that are women-centric, earlier perhaps they were slightly, you know, boring maybe, yeah, or maybe, you know, a little bit, well, I just say different. Now I think what's happened is they're very entertaining. So it's not just because it's a woman-centric film, it's fresh because it's a woman-centric film, but women are getting to do roles which are very different. And that's what's interesting for the audience. And they're not just doing the same old roles. So I think, and so that's empowering, as well as it's exciting for an audience to see, because it's different. Audiences want different stuff.
Yeah, and I think that we're not saying that no, men don't take men, all that.
No.
We're just saying that, listen, we have it all, that kind of a thing. So it's not that we are any less. It's that kind of attitude, and it's like we've had it all this time.
Right, ma'am. Also, you are going to be making a film called Love Affair,
yes,
and you are,
yes.
you know, coming after a very long time.
That's also again a very powerful role for a female,
yes,
for a female central character.
Right.
Yeah.
What I wanted to ask you is that, are you somewhere down the line going to be very careful about the censor board, because, you know, nowadays they have been, you know, rejecting a lot of films, or probably putting a lot of laws, and the latest law being that, you know, they are removing the jokes, you know, on known stars like a Salman.
No, but my film, honestly, it doesn't have that kind of, it's not aimed at that kind of entertainment. Right. It's a very dramatic, passionate story. But I'm not making the film so that, oh, I'll show this or I'll show that. So whatever is in the film, if it's an A certificate, Pooja, my producer, and I are very happy to get it. Right. We want an A certificate because it's a mature subject. Right. So we're actually probably the only two filmmakers who are going to come out and say, don't give us a U certificate for this film. We don't need it. We want it to be seen by the right audience and for the right reasons.
Right. Right. My last question to you, Alia, is that okay, Mahesh, Bhatt Saab will not be directing any film, but he's made a debut into vocals and he's gone behind the mic. You are a singer, so any times, probably any plans that the father-daughter duo could be recording a track or something?
That's a good idea. I
should
never
do
thought
it.
of it actually. You suggesting this to me. So I think that is a great possibility. Yeah, and we'll make it happen.
Okay.
If I suggest it to my dad, he'll make it happen. But we'll do it in a film that we both are a part of together.
Right.
Like me acting in a Vishesh Films film, and then we'll do it. It's a great idea actually. Superb. Did it? Yeah. Did it?
But guys, thank you so much for talking to us, and we look forward to see you more. When can we see you next? The both of you all, or probably the whole Bhatt family together.
Tomorrow on the screen.
On TV.
Yeah, on the ad.
Right, thank you so much. Pleasure talking to you in Mumbai with Vijay Kapil and Ashish Abhishek Datta for News X.